Sonnets of Time, Love, Life, and Death. Sonnet 60 by William Shakespeare. Like as the waves make towards the pebbled shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end, each changing place with that which goes before. In sequent toil all forwards do contend. Nativity, once in the main of light, crawls to maturity wherewith being crowned. Crooked eclipses 'gainst his glory fight, and time that give doth now his gift confound. Time doth transfix the flourish set on youth, and delves the parallels in beauty's brow, feeds on the rarities of nature's truth. And nothing stands but for his scythe to mow, and yet to times in hope my verse shall stand, praising thy worth despite his cruel hand. Sonnet 73 by William Shakespeare. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves or none or few do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, fair ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire, that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereof it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceiv'st, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well which thou must leave ere long. Sonnet 32 by Mary Roth. How fast thou fliest, O time, on love's swift wings, to hopes of joy that flatters our desire, which to a lover still contentment brings. Yet when we should enjoy, thou dost retire. Thou stayest thy pace, false time, from our desire, when to our ill thou hastest with eagle's wings. Slow only make us see thy retire, was for despair and harm which sorrow brings. O slack thy pace, and milder pass to love, be like the bee, whose wings she doth but use to bring home profit, master's good to prove, laden and weary, yet again pursues. So lade thyself with honey of sweet joy, and do not me the hive of love destroy. Sonnet 75 by Edmund Spenser. One day I wrote her name upon the strand, but came the waves and washed it away. Again I wrote it with a second hand, but came the tide and made my pains his prey. Vain man, said she, thou dost in vain essay a mortal thing so to immortalize, and eke my name be wiped out likewise. For I myself shall like to this decay. Not so, quote I, let baser things devise, to die in dust, but you shall live by fame. My verse, your virtues, rare shall eternize, and in the heavens write your glorious name, whereas, whenas, death shall all the world subdue. Our love shall live, and later life renew.